Welcome to the made-up stories for kids. Fun and bright with adventures waiting day and night. Silly faces and jokes galore with cute little worms and so much more. Pickles that giggle and unicorns that shine. Mermaids swimming, oh so divine. And don't forget about the Unidragon too. It's a magical world created just for you on the made-up stories for kids. Hi everybody, my name is Chimera and this is my dad.
Hi, my name is Amarok.
And we're going to be telling you wonderful and magical tales about different things on our channel, the Made Up Stories for Kids. Tell your parents that you love our channel. Please like and subscribe.
Let's tune in to this week's story.
Hey there, everyone. Welcome to our storybook explainer for today. We've got something incredibly magical lined up just for you. We're going to travel far, far away to a sparkling, snowy forest to meet two completely different animals. And, we're going to learn a massive lesson along the way. So let's just jump right into the magic, shall we? But hold on. Before we meet our new friends, I actually have a question for you to think about. What do you think it means to be truly strong? Like, is it having giant muscles? Is it being able to run super, super fast? Or maybe lifting heavy things all by yourself? Keep your answers right there in your head, because our story today, well, it might just surprise you. Okay, so first up, meet Nova. She is a northern bear, and I mean, just look at her fur. It's painted in these beautiful glowing colors of the northern lights. It's literally like magic. Nova is big, she's fast, and she is incredibly proud. In fact, she firmly believes she can do everything entirely on her own. Hunting, building her den, crossing those freezing icy rivers, she needs absolutely nobody. But in the exact same forest lives Liko. He's a tiny little panda cat. With his black, white, and orange fur, Liko might be small, but he has a giant heart. See him hanging out with the bunnies and that little blue bird? Liko just loves sharing his bamboo and helping literally anyone who needs it. But things in the forest aren't always easy. One winter, the absolute coldest, fiercest storm in years swept across the land. The winds were just howling through the trees. Nova was out searching for food, but the snow had completely buried everything. And then, oh no, Nova slipped on a frozen hill. She hurt her paw. She tried so hard to stand up, but it just hurt way too much. The freezing wind was stinging her eyes, and the snow was piling up all around her. The proud, mighty bear was stuck. Just as Nova was feeling really worried, like for the very first time in her whole life, a tiny little voice called out over the howling wind, "Are you okay?" Nova looked down, and right there in the swirling snow was little Liko, carrying a bundle of bamboo. Now remember how proud Nova is, right? She puffed out her chest and said in this big, gruff voice, "I do not need help." So, how do you think Liko responded to that? He just tilted his little head and gently said, well, maybe not always, but everyone needs help sometimes. Let me ask you guys watching, have you ever felt like that? Like maybe you were trying to build a really tough block tower or struggling to zip up a stubborn jacket, and you were just kind of too proud to ask for help, even when you really, really needed it? Nova felt exactly like that, but finally she fell back into the deep snow and sighed, okay, maybe just this once. And wow, look at how quickly little Liko sprang into action. First, he gathered up some sticks and built a cozy little shelter right beside a big rock. Next, he gently wrapped Nova's injured giant paw in some soft moss and leaves. And finally, he built a warm, crackling fire to keep that freezing storm away. The storm raged outside all night long, but Liko? He stayed right by Nova's side the whole time, keeping that little fire going. When morning finally came, Nova's paw felt so much better. She looked at the tiny panda cat in total amazement. "You stayed all night to help me?" she asked. Liko just smiled up at her and said, "Of course, kindness keeps us warm, even in winter." The storm finally ended, and the beautiful, bright sun came out. As they walked together through the snow, Nova realized something absolutely huge. She told Liko, "I used to think being strong meant never needing anyone." But Liko's kindness had completely changed her heart. From that day forward, the giant northern bear stopped trying to do everything alone. She started carrying supplies for the smaller animals. She protected the valley, and she always,
always made room beside her warm fire for anyone who needed it.
And that actually brings us to the big secret of our story today. True strength? It's not about doing everything all by yourself. Real strength actually comes from kindness, teamwork, and accepting help when you need it. Lyco might be tiny, but by being kind and helpful, he was definitely the strongest animal in the entire forest that night.
So remember this, real strength is helping others. It's working together with your friends. It's letting someone give you a helping hand when you fall down.
So, as we wrap up our explainer today, I want to leave you with one final question to think about. Who can you help today? Can you help a brother or sister clean up their toys? Maybe help your parents set the dinner table? Or could you just be a really good listener for a friend, exactly like Lyco? Remember, every single time you choose to be kind, you are showing everyone how truly strong you are. Thanks so much for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.